We are live here in Asbury Park, New Jersey for the Spanktown of New Jersey and the Animals in this early monsoon that you're seeing. It's about 50-mile-an-hour winds out there. It's about 35 degrees, and the rain just hasn't quit all day. Sorry to be coming to you late. We're just getting set up. We're not going to be able to have any audio from the field, but we'll be taking it up to the booth today. I can see you guys on the comments. We got 5 games in a row, so be sure to stay with us on YouTube for this first game. Our next 2 games at 12 o'clock and at 2 o'clock we're going to be putting out to the Facebook Watch platform. If you go on Facebook and just type in A7FL TV, you'll be able to find us. Here goes Spanktown moving from left to right on your screen. Quarterback's going to roll. He's got a man. That ball's slippery out there, man. It's it looks good from up here, but that wind's really howling down there. It's wet. It's just terrible conditions here for week 2. Still a decent throw, but tough pass to come up with. Shotgun set here for Spanktown. Twins on the top of the screen. Quarterback looks comfortable down there. All kinds of time. Looking downfield. All kinds of time. Now he's going to fumble. Who's on it? Looks like the Animals will recover. First down, we're going the other way. Silk City Animals out of Paterson, New Jersey. Losing last week 16-0 to the Misfits out in Pennsylvania. Spanktown ended in a tie last week against the Chiefs. The lights went out here. We had a couple overtime games early on, and we ran a little late. The lights went out. The score was 19-19 with 4 minutes left. Spanktown was possibly about to pull off one of the biggest upsets we've ever seen. They were 1-6 last year, about to upset the defending 2017 A7FL champs. Hopefully they're not sleeping on the Animals here. Just 1st and 10. Motion to the top of your screen. Going to fake jet motion. False start on the offense. Yeah, sorry about the blurriness, guys. We have to film through the windows today because the wind's blowing so hard it would get all over the cameras and it would be even worse than this. So this is what we're looking at. Second and about 15 for the Animals. Going to fake the jet. He's going to give the draw up the middle, wrapped up in the backfield. That's going to bring up 3rd and long. That's Spanktown defensive front playing well. First game, now they come out here, have the Animals backed up to a 3rd and about 16, we'll call it. If you're just tuning in with us now, remember to catch the rest of our games on the Facebook Watch. Just go on Facebook and type in A7FL TV, and you'll see our next 2 scheduled games. We got some teams coming up here from Baltimore. We have the Baltimore Vikings taking on the Paterson U out of New Jersey, followed by BIC versus the Baltimore Bulldogs. Both games should be amazing. Again, an early whistle. Looks like it's going to be another penalty here against the Animals. fumble on the play. It is getting sloppy down there. Yesterday was about 81 degrees. It was warmer here than it was in Florida. We're in Asbury Park, New Jersey. It was 81 degrees here yesterday. Today it is under 40 degrees. The wind is howling. It's, I think, 35-mile-an-hour winds. It's going to rain all day. As you can see, I don't know if you can see, but the whole press box is shaking up here. It's just terrible weather down there. First and 10, Spanktown going the other way now. Score knotted up at 0. Give us to Darius up the middle. He's going to pick up about 2 or 3. Second and about 8. Second and about 7 for Spanktown. Spanktown's doing the smart thing here, keeping the ball on the ground. I don't think you're going to see a lot of guys taking chances through the air today. Good hard run for a couple. Number 22 on the carry. Keeping Spanktown on the move here. There goes the give up the middle. On 4th down, they're not going to get it. We're going the other way. It's going to be Animals' ball. Yes, Rome will be going live on Facebook for the next game. Just go to A7FL. I'm sorry, go to Facebook and search up A7FL TV. And the next game, you'll see the Baltimore Vikings against the Patterson U. It's going to be a great game. Spanktown's quarterback running for his life, looking downfield. He's in trouble. Animals got him wrapped up. Animals got a good defensive line. You know, they've struggled in the last couple of years, but they're tough up front. Not a lot going on offense last week as the Misfits shut them out, but they're giving Spanktown some problems in this weather. Maybe this is the ugly game that they needed. back to pass all the time in the world. Gets rid of it. That's Darius Pearson on the reception. He's up the sideline. He's still on his feet. Looks like he's going to take it in for the touchdown. Spanktown draws first blood. Looks like that one's coming back. And that's going to be the end of the first quarter. Let's take that score off the board. Yeah, well, good luck to the Gators today. I see you guys commenting on there. Who do the Gators play today, actually? I don't even know. Got the Red Hawks, right? Big penalty here against Spanktown after a great run. Almost had him. Tough to throw the ball in these conditions, but I say Marcel's throwing some pretty decent passes, man. But that ball is slippery out there. Spanktown's going to throw this one off. Yeah, it's a regular NFL size ball that we use. It's composite. The Animals back with the ball here. Still knotted up 0-0. They're going to give the jet sweep on the top of the screen. Big hit. No gain for Animals. It's going to bring up a second and about 10. I'm sorry, second and about 7 here for the Animals. Apparently they did get a few on that. Shotgun set here. Twins on the bottom of the screen. Back to pass. He's looking. Wrapped up immediately. That's going to bring up a third down now. Yeah, we're not expecting a lot of passing tries today with this weather. It's extremely windy down there. It's under 40 degrees. It's been raining all morning. That cold air is coming off the water that you can see in the background. Today's going to be a true testament to who has a good running game. Looking forward to the next game is the Patterson U against the Baltimore Vikings, and the U prides themselves in their run game. They got a plethora of running backs. They got a great offensive line, and you're going to see some good old-fashioned smash-mouth football coming up. Just go on Facebook, type in A7FL TV, and you can watch the next 2 games live on Facebook Watch platform. Motion to the bottom of the screen. Animals back to pass. He's got all kinds of time. Incomplete. It's going to bring up a 4th down. See if the Animals elect to punt it here. Be the smart thing to do. Throws a wobbler out of bounds. Wants no piece of Robert Brown back there to return. First down, Spanktown. Let's see what they dial up here. Just 11 minutes left here in the second quarter. Still knotted up at zeros. Tight end on the bottom of your screen here. Power set here for Spanktown. Looks like they're going to come out running. Give up the middle to Pearson. Should be good enough for a first down. Spanktown getting loose with their running game a little bit. Fresh set of downs here for Spanktown. Thanks, Bravo. I see you commenting, man. Still wondering when the Rock Boys are coming back. Sweep to the left. He's going to cut it back. Still on his feet. Nice piece of running there for Spanktown. Just look at that man's shorts to get an idea of what the wind's like out here. It's got to be like 40, 50 mile an hour winds right now. Fakes the toss. Quarterback's going to keep it himself. Looks like he's going to be a little short for the first down. Play action. They're going to go with the middle screen. Good tackle in the open field by the Animals. Comes a throw off out of bounds. Good throw. It's going to pin the Animals back at around the 14-yard line. First and 10 for the Animals. Sorry about the foggy window. we tried to open the windows to film, but the wind's just whipping the rain into here. I don't want to take a chance of damaging all the equipment. We've got a lot of games that we're bringing to you today. First down, Animals. Trips on the bottom of the screen. Shotgun set. Spanktown looks like they're only bringing two. Going to give it up the middle. Early whistle. Looks like there's going to be a penalty against the Animals. Animals back to pass. Quarterback's going to keep it himself. Looks like a design draw play. He's got enough for the first down. He's still on his feet. Animals on the march. First down, Animals. Looks like an even set here. Motion from the top of your screen. Another design quarterback running play. Looks like it's going to be a loss. Possibly looks like a fumble on the play. Spanktown recovers it. We're going the other way. For you guys that are asking about, being able to hear the sounds on the field, again, the wind is blowing about 40 miles an hour into the press box. If I can give you some idea, just, look at some of the clothes and the jerseys on the field. It's pretty much hurricane-type weather out here today. There's no way we're going to get any audio from the field. Spanktown back to pass. He's got some pressure. Gets out of trouble. Animal still all over it. Neither team able to get anything done on offense yet. First half is winding down. I formation here for Spanktown. Another running set. They're going to give the blast up the middle. Met immediately. Quick screenplay. Empty backfield here for Spanktown. Tight trips on the bottom of your screen. Marcel's going to try to keep it himself. Makes two guys miss. Picks up the first down. He's still on his feet. He's going to take it all the way out to about the 5-yard line, putting the team on his back right here. Nice piece of running there for Spanktown as they're threatening. We're going to have a timeout on the field here for Spanktown. Don't forget, we got a lot of great games coming up. Next, we have the Baltimore Vikings coming up here to take on the Patterson U. We're going to be streaming that out to Facebook. Go on Facebook and type in A7FL TV, and you'll be able to find the scheduled live stream. Spanktown is in the red zone right here. Just a minute and 44 left in the first half. I'm sorry, they did get in the end zone on that. Kind of hard looking through these smudgy windows. Check that. That was a mistake. There was no score. I'm looking at the game clock. The scorekeeper made a mistake. It's still 0-0. Marcel in trouble. He lost to the back of the end zone. Incomplete. Second down now for Spanktown. It's 1:35 remaining in the half. Single set back here for Spanktown. They're going to go option. He's going to pitch it. Makes a couple guys miss, still on his feet. Brought down at about the 5. Clock is still running here. Touchdown, Spanktown. Feels like the press box is going to fall up here. The wind's blowing so hard right now. Spanktown will go for 2. We don't kick extra points in the A7FL. Either go for 1 point at the 5-yard line or you go for 2 points at the 10-yard line. In my opinion, it's easier to go for the 2 points at the 10-yard line. Gives you some more real estate. Let receivers run some longer routes. From the 5-yard line, you're pretty limited in the passing plays that you can call, or you almost have to try to run it. Let's see what Spanktown dials up here. Good blocking up front by, I believe that was Gabe Cortez. And who for the catch? None other than Robert Brown, last week's player of the week. Spanktown's going to go up here 8-0 on the Animals. Set here for the throw off. Spanktown throws a pop fly. Animals are going to recover. Animals are going to bobble it and give it right back to Spanktown. These are the type of mistakes you can't have in this weather. Spanktown's going to get the ball back with just over a minute left here in the second half. Let's see if they can capitalize on this. Maybe I can let you guys listen to a little bit of what it sounds like out there. Let's see. Hear that wind. That cameraman's behind the window, by the way. Still hear the wind. All right, enough of that. Power set here for Spanktown. They're going to give the dive up the middle. Early whistle. Second down. Clock is still running. Look for Spanktown to take a little shot here. Play action, jump ball for Robert Brown. Twins on the top of the screen here. Chapman. Nice ball. It's almost picked off. Almost picked off. Animals were almost going the other way on that. Shotgun set here for Chapman. Got him, man. It's Pearson. He's in for the end zone right at the end of the half. Spanktown now going up 14-zip. Seconds left till half. Go with the Green Bay Packer toss to the left. Maybe he's looking to throw it. The Animals are going to be all over this. Fumble on the play, but you can't advance on special teams, so that's going to be blown dead immediately. And the Animals are going to have 20 seconds left here to see if they can get a return and do something before the half. Animals back to return here. Short pop fly that takes a bounce in the opposite direction. You don't want to try anything stupid here. You're down 14-0. That's still manageable. You don't want to come out here and have one slip away and give up turnover for a touchdown, and now all of a sudden you're down 20-0. Might even want to just consider taking a knee here. Animals taking a pretty long time here in the huddle, hopefully not to dial up anything crazy. Little off tackle play there. Gain of about 4. Shotgun separate Animals. Nothing doing. I think they're just going to let the clock run down here. And that's going to do it here for the first half of football. We have Spanktown Boyz out of Rahway, New Jersey. 14 against the Silk City Animals. And this next game that's coming up, the 2 o'clock game, I'm really looking forward to. Went into triple overtime. We'll take a look at some highlights from that. Bulldogs and BIC, they had a classic game last year. Should be nothing short of that this year. This is the 2 o'clock game that you guys can catch. Make sure you go on Facebook and type in A7FL TV and you'll be able to catch this awesome rematch that ended in triple overtime last year. Two great teams. The team in gray is the Baltimore Bulldogs, and in baby blue, of course, is BIC. And then for our 12 o'clock game, we have the U out of Patterson. We take a little bit of a look at what they did last week. They went out to Pennsylvania and played the Immortals. There's some clips from out there that we could show, I believe. Let's see what these guys got. Hard body on that carry. Joel Rivera on a little end around, but he gets popped right here. The Immortals beat the U last year in the Final Four. I think it was 55-12. So for the U to go out there and take them out in their own backyard was a pretty impressive thing to pull off. They're silky smooth taking it down the sideline right there. Looks like Marcus Dominguez lost a little weight out in the open field running away from guys. This next game between this team and the Vikings should be a great one. See if we have any Vikings clips here. Actually, the Vikings Vikings were the Kings last year. Now they're the Vikings. So roll a little bit of the highlights here for the Kings. See some guys wearing the second skull cap, one of our sponsors. This Vikings team has a ton of big hitters on it. They're already talking trash to the U that they're going to come up here and beat them in their own backyard, basically. They're extremely physical. I think it's going to, in this type of weather, both teams are going to be running the ball. There's going to be a lot of hitting going on out there. And they got some offensive weapons as well. Here's some highlights from when the Vikings played the U last year. I think it was week 7. Decent game. Here's Johnny Manziel, quarterback. I think we're getting ready for the second half here to start soon. Might have missed the open throw off there. Looking at these highlights. Sorry about that. Animals will start off with the ball here, moving from left to right on your screen. Play blown dead before it even happens. Shotgun set here for the Animals, backed up in their own end zone, trailing 14-0 in this game. Looking to throw. He's under some pressure. He's going to pick up a couple on the ground. Again, guys, we apologize for the view here. The windows, you know, the water is just blasting these windows. There's really nothing that we could do about it. We can't open the windows. We're filming through. That's just what it looks like outside. It's a misty, nasty rain that's coming through here in New Jersey. Where you can see the water in the background. It's just terrible conditions out there. Be lucky that you're home sitting on your couch watching it. Back to pass. He's in all kinds of trouble. Spanktown's all over it. That's going to bring up 3rd down here for the Animals. Animals taking all day here in the huddle. Third and about 15 here. They're going to fake the toss. Quarterback's going to keep it himself, but he just throws it to the other team. And Spanktown is in for the touchdown. Spanktown now going up 20-0. It's foggy like this in London too, huh? This is terrible out here. It's supposed to be spring. It was 80 degrees here yesterday. Maybe some of this island music will make us feel a little warmer. Because I'm freezing. Spanktown's going to go for 2 again here. Chapman back to pass, throws up a 3-pointer. Nothing doing, incomplete.
We got a certain amount of grace, right? Yes, it's a blessed life.
Spanktown's getting set to throw off here. Game could get ugly from here. The Animals are going to start to go into desperation mode where they're going to have to throw the football. And I don't care if you're Brett Favre, you're not coming out here and throwing the ball today. It is just, again, awful conditions out there. You could see all of our throw-offs are just, well, just as I say that, this guy just launches one. It's going to put him out of bounds at about the 24-yard line. The Animals get set to take over.
Singing your name today. What time we spending in this place? We got a certain amount of grace, right?
Shotgun set here for the Animals. Tight trips on the top of your screen. I'm thinking some kind of a quick hitch or maybe a pump and go. That's big Gabe Cortez in the middle, just clogging up everything. Remember, I can't really see if he's wearing 81 or 91. father of 5 or 6. I don't even remember. Every year I think he's got another child. But God bless him. He's out here playing, clogging up holes. I'm sure his kids are home watching. And I'm sure he could use the hot tub after playing out in this crap. Second down here for the Animals. Second and about 12. Shotgun set here for the Animals. Looks like they're going to motion crack, try to get this guy the edge. You run somebody over, it's going to bring up a third and manageable. The Animals aren't out of this just yet. Still plenty of time left in this football game. I believe it's third down, even though the marker out there says second. And about 3, let's call it. Empty backfield here. Everybody moves early. The refs are going to talk this one over. Clock is still moving, though. Looks like it's going to be a false start against the Animals. Make sure you check us out on Facebook Watch. Go on Facebook and type in A7FL TV. Our next game will be live. Animals are going to keep it around the left side. Picks up enough for the first down. Not ready to go home yet. Gorilla Glue. Come on, man. Mr. Dagger status says that I'm sniffing Gorilla Glue over here. Relax. We're not filming from a phone. This is a video camera, but this is just what it looks like outside. They're still in the game. That's why it's a 3. The Animals are still in the game. I'm not saying they're going to win the game, but it's a 3-possession game, and there's still a whole half of football left. All right, it's not looking good. It's not looking good anymore. The Animals quarterback looks like he just broke his own leg on that play. Let's hope he's all right. Spanktown's playing a solid game. I mean, for what it's worth, it's a game they could have fell asleep on. They really rose to the occasion last week playing against the Chiefs. Come out here and play a team they're supposed to beat and, come up short. It's such an easy thing to do, to take a team like the Animals lightly, but they're out here taking care of business. All right, Mr. Dagger status, who are you, man? Come on. You're making me crack up over here. Man, can you hear that wind? Let's see if we could tune in that wind for you a little bit. Intercepted. And just as I thought, this one could get ugly as Animals go into desperation mode and try to start throwing the ball in this terrible weather. LJ Smith, man, I see. Are you close? we need some help with the commentating over here for the next game. And bring a heater, man, because it's freezing in here. Spanktown to the line of scrimmage, trips on the bottom of your screen. And they're going to go with the little sidearm spectacular, not too smart. That could have easily been bopped up in the air and picked the other way for 6. LJ Smith will be on location in 10 minutes. Second down here for Spanktown. Coming out in that power set. See the Green Bay Packers run this a lot. And that's the cool thing with the A7FL. You can run any set. You can run wishbone. You can run eye. You can run spread. You can run pistol. You can run single wing. Everything that you see in traditional 11-on-11 football is all possible here. As you see, Spanktown is coming out in that, I don't know what you'd call it, but it's that Green Bay Packer even set with the lone back and the 2 tight wing backs. It's going to bring up a 3rd down. Timeout on the field. Shotgun set here for Spanktown. Chapman back to pass. Good protection. Slings one up. I think that's Shane Turner on the running down the sideline there in his construction uniform outfit. I don't know why Spanktown's taking shots here. Shotgun set here for Spanktown. Chapman back to pass again. They're looking to take another shot to Robert Brown. Incomplete. That's going to bring up 3rd down. Couple chips. Games 4 and 5 will bring back to YouTube tonight as we have the Chiefs playing the Thrashers at, I believe that's 4 o'clock. And then at 6 o'clock, we have the Savage, who lost last week by a point to the Baltimore Gators. They'll be taking on the 1-0 New Jersey Hawks. Should be a decent game as well. Animals on the march. Well, animals on the start of a march. Let's see. Good blocking up front. Quarterback's going to keep it himself. Picks up about 4. Second down here for the Animals. Throws a quick hitch at the top of the screen. Incomplete. Third down. I'm going to have to go use the men's room real quick, fellas. I'll be right back.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing a new system. And the new system is from the art, from the start. Yes, it's a blessed life. Every man got his own fight, you know. Even if you're blue, you gotta be true. Even if you know what to do, you gotta be true, Lord. you at the ocean door. We're swimming at the ocean floor. If you want it, say you want more. Say if you want it, say you want more, Lord. You gotta go a higher way. Birds flying in the sky. They're singing your name today. What time we spending in this place? We got a certain amount of grace, right? Every man got his own fight, you know. Yes, it's a blessed life.
Sorry about that, fellas. Had to run to the bathroom real quick. Got a chance to catch up with the Baltimore Vikings. The whole team's in the bathroom. Getting ready. Just trying to stay dry. There's like 30 guys in the bathroom downstairs. So Baltimore made it up here. They're here early. Next game should start on time. Sorry about the music, man. I'm the only commentator. Had to run to the bathroom real quick. Whew. Man, it's freezing out there. What'd I miss? Animals scored? Let's update the scoreboard. Fourth quarter. Told you it was still a game. What's up, Big Tay? Thanks for the wishes, man. Appreciate it. Vikings looking good in their purple and black. Saw Lipscomb down there, one of the best linebackers in the league. Looks like they're full staff today. This game's going to be a slobber knocker, man. Can't wait. New quarterback checking in here for Spanktown. Looks like they were going to try a reverse. You don't want to cough up the ball down here. They're only in the bathroom to keep warm, man. I'm still out of breath from running up these stairs. Here comes Spanktown. A couple bodies getting knocked around down there. We try to text our staff for the next game, see if these guys are close. And here goes people knocking on the door that doesn't work. Hold on. give up the middle here for Spanktown. Animals are still fighting. I thought that was Shane. Shotgun set for Spanktown.
Yes, it's a blessed life.
I know we need a sign on this door that says it doesn't work. People just knock on it all day long. Shane Turner still on his feet. Spanktown just trying to get out of here unscathed. Shotgun set. Let's see if we're getting our audio from the booth. I don't know what they're talking about in there. Let's listen.
LJ? Yeah. Oh man, you trying to holler at my girl.
All right, we're getting audio from the booth. Our referees in there keeping warm. That's what the windows look like that we're filming out of. Just so you know why it looks so foggy. Good run up the middle.
have the problems when we would just be basic, you know?
And
We'd just be out there just saying, you know.
that's what we're gonna do next week.
Yeah.
Roselle, hopefully. We'll see.
You know, you kill this.
Most likely.
Vikings. You have the roster? Oh, you go.
Yeah, get right up to the mic.
The U and the Vikings.
Yeah, that's this is from high school. So the Vikings you don't have it.
Okay, the U and the Vikings. Alright, new.
So yeah, so just put Jersey team is always gonna be home. Take that. So home is gonna be the U, THE, then new word U, and then.
This has been a broadcast of the American Sevens Football League. Like, follow, and share on our Facebook page at A7FL TV.
You guys,
The U versus the Vikings?
Yeah. You guys, the only problem is that a lot of times from here it's rough. You know what I'm saying? When I'm on the field, it's easier. I can tell there.
I'm not getting up. You gotta let him in.
Doing whatever. Oh, out of the end zone.
Chiefs have 16, right?
Yep. Maybe a 2-yard gain stuffed by the Chiefs defense. Little Boat's a tough runner, even if you hit him at the line hole. He'll do something to get at least an extra yard or two.
Yeah, I think so.
These things won't be long like this anymore. This will last a long period of time. I think I'm all for the next 2 weeks.
I have it, but do you think the broadcast is good enough? I definitely have
I think
it.
they're going to have a few games.
Toss the Little Boat. Oh, he's fighting his way up for a nice 2-3 yard gain.
What is off about it? The audio? Because I have it back
It'll
up.
be like 5.
You got 3rd down and about 3.5 maybe for a first. Hard to pass today, but Chiefs are a hard team to run on, so you got to try to catch them off guard if you're going to score points on them. Stopped in the backfield.
It won't minimize it at all. I know. I just gotta I know it could be 30. It's no different. Yeah. Yeah, we should be live. Carl's filming right now, but.
They're going to let me run it doing this. They ain't telling me to stop it. Ryan, they're going to let me run it doing this.
Wait, hold on 1 second. What's that?
They're going to let me run it doing this. They didn't tell me to stop it.
Yeah, oh, no, stop and during all special teams, yeah.
Okay. He gave me no signal.
No.
He's telling me to run it. Okay. Whatever, just for that. Yeah, that's what he's trying to. That's why I was like, he didn't give me a signal. Yeah, they trying to go. I feel bad for all the afternoon teams. Because they get professional games. They don't get a fair. Yeah, the evening teams don't get fair treatment.
Yeah, I mean, once he sees the weather we were up against this week, he's, this was a miracle to pull off what we did, actually. It's bad out there. It's really bad out there.
Yeah, it is.
I'm starting to break some stuff down. Let me give you a call back in a little bit.
So,
All right.
but see, they still playing the rain.
Yeah.
Like long as it doesn't.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Was that Massa with the run?
All right, later.
Looks like that's Chiefs' longtime co-owner, GM Massa, with a nice run down the sideline. believe that's, no, is that Hirsch? That might be Hirsch. I was going to say T-Bone. I think that's the veteran Herschel running the ball. Apologize if I got a name wrong. It's hard to see with the weather, but pretty sure that was Herschel.
No, I'm just closing up some stuff. So it takes me so long to do it like that.
That's Steve Knight. Steve Knight with the carry.
I was cursed when I was naming Hayes. I was cursed.
You only did 45.
Oh, thanks.
That's right.
Hey, Mr. Good, you made it up here. You ain't bring no heater.
No, the girl I usually give the money to give to him. She gave it to you last week.
Yeah, she did. Thank you.
Thanks for the Chinese food. Bless him. What? Them stairs.
It looks like Steve Knight in the backfield again. Usually defensive lineman. With this weather, teams are showing up short today. Vargas back to pass. Oh, incomplete, intended for Big Mo. Vargas running up the left sideline. Got a lead block. I think that's Murray on the lead block. Pushed out of bounds at about the 18-yard line. Looks like there might be a flag on the play. Penalty against the Chiefs.
The boss is laughing. Alright. Okay, he's telling me to stop. I saved the phone. I told him you have to do a real dramatic thing so he can't see. He's like, where's your glasses? he's like, you so confident to say to me, like, you can't see nothing, boy.
Vargas up, and it's up, and oh, dropped. This weather will definitely help out there being another defender.
And then the rain is all on the window too. So that makes it home. I know. So it was so nice yesterday. Yeah, we had like, it was like 77 degrees. I got cold last night. Oh,
Oh, incomplete. Flag on the play.
yes.
It's the defense. Look like some maybe holding.
Yeah, dog do.
Handoff. Looks like to DeBry. Yep. Dancing around. He broke free. Touchdown, Chiefs.
Did they score again? Okay, they scored again.
Starting to turn out ugly.
Chiefs is good. So now they got 22? Yeah. Yeah. They got 22 now. It's 16 plus 6, 22. It seems like a crazy score because it's like it's considered just started, but that's the score.
This is for one now, Leroy, if they get it.
Okay, they going for one?
Yeah.
5-yard line?
Yep.
Alright.
Fake handoff. And, ooh, rare drop by Terry.
No, there was no good.
Score remains 22-0 first quarter. Chiefs over Thrashers.
She made a manual for me. She printed out a manual, so we got all the rules and stuff in there. But today she ain't trying to. I guess she's somewhere down now. I don't know. Maybe I have to know the way they play it too. So that's good. Because they play very good in
Quarterback sneak and goes nowhere. Levine met him in the backfield. Toss again, a little boat. He's upfield, he's got some room, pulled out of bounds. I'm not sure where the first down marker is, but he's got to be close. Whether they're going to spot the ball. Was that a penalty because the ball's not moving? Oh, no, there we go. Third down and about 5. Hand off to Quran, and he's stopped for maybe a no gain. I think they need to utilize Quran at wide receiver, let a little boat take control of the running back duties. Yeah, or even do some I formation with Quran blocking. Find ways to get the balls, the playmakers. Last week they had Abby and little James Weiss, baby Wes Welker. I remember James Weiss from the Nighthawks. Just didn't utilize either target much against the Hawks. I'm not sure if either one's here today. If so, they haven't been in the game yet. I formation. Yep. Screen pass. Looks like, it might have been intended for Team Chubby, Tom Mascaro. It looked like it hit him in the earlobe. 4th down. Yeah, I think it's safe here that the Thrashers should punt the ball. Still a lot of game left, even though you're down 22-0 already. But you don't want to give the Chiefs that open field, this early in the game. Or was that a turnover? Look like special teams now. It looks like their defense. Oh, turnover on downs. Hey, Robert Massa back in the backfield. I haven't seen him run the ball since the Pound Squad days prior to today. Terry in motion, Massa with the run, lead blocking. He's got room down the sideline. And he's still going on his feet. Stiff arm. He's out at the 2-yard line. Or no, I'm sorry, about the 5-yard line. An original Pound Squad, Robert Massa. He's usually, handling on the sideline. Getting some game action today. Hand off again to Massa. Oh, and he's dragging a guy. This time he stopped. About a 1-yard gain. Formation again. Herschel and Massa in the backfield. Fake and pass to Herschel, touchdown. Play action fake to Herschel, another veteran. To put the Chiefs up 28-0. I think if they get 35, it ends up being a mercy rule. That's if the Thrashers do not score. Steve Knight comes to check in at tight end. Oh, no, Steve Knight's in the backfield. Hand off to fake. Oh, rare drop by Terry. Sorry, that play faked me out even. So 28-0 with about, what's that say, 10 minutes left. 8 minutes left in the first half. 28-0 Chiefs over Thrashers.
What's that?
What you want? Oh, run that clock. Gotcha. He laughing. Deuces. Tell him you ratchet last 2 games. I know good. Like the 4 was delusional. And you get that big old soap. And run it, like, circle things running the circle.
Thrashers back on offense. Let's see what they can do. Find a way to get the Quran the ball. Your best playmaker out here. Find a way to get him the ball.
Switch some shit.
Levine out there doing his Scandinavian dance. Team Chubby Tomascaro checks back in.
That was not favorite, that was the other one. They're crazy. What was that one? Oh, we got some spectators. We should use some respect too. We got some There's some people out here, take 4 or 5. Who wanna be a 40-degree cold rain and heavy winds?
Hand off up the middle, little boat. Met at the line by Levine and Steve Knight.
Play for Boston. Everybody talking about it? That was a funny Boston. I'm laughing. He's trying to lie with me.
Back to pass. Up, and he's met by a bunch of Chief defenders again. Big Mo, Steve Knight,
Here, go eat real quick and
Levine.
I'll pick up. I got it. When you're done, just come back and I'll start cleaning this crap up.
Gotcha.
I did my work as I usually do. Like I came in strong. Like not like taking it easy or something. Alright, let me see who wants to do.
Thrashers getting set to throw off here. Ground ball for DeBry, who's dangerous. Ooh, great open field tackle. Number 28 with a great open field tackle. First down, Chiefs. Last year's 2017 A7FL champs. Already leading in this one, 28-zip. And we got another game for you coming up, Hawks versus Savage. In some terrible weather conditions, but these guys are out here balling. Hopefully spring will be upon us next week. Comes the handoff, number 7. Is that Mikey Shakes? Looking like he's 19 years old again. Number 7, Mikey Shakes on the 22-yard scamper. First down, Chiefs. Thrashers coming up short last week against the Hawks, which was a great game, a winnable game. Now they draw the Chiefs, which is a tough task. Shotgun set here for Vargas. They're going to fake the jet to Terry Rowland. Mikey Shakes drops the ball, but I think he recovers his own fumble. Second down, Chiefs. Nah, none of the games got called off. No lightning out here, but the weather is just... After this play, I'll show you what the current looks like in the water. It's just getting wackier. Blast to Mikey Shakes. Cuts it back. Yeah, just look at that. I mean, that's not the ocean out there. That's a little ravine, if even that. And we got Whitecaps going. You get a peek at the flag over here. This is just to give you an idea. They're just making it real hard on the A7FL. But hey, we're out here, man. This is what they gave us. This is what we're taking. First and goal for the Chiefs. Already up. 28-zip. Shotgun set here for Vargas. This looks like this is a strange set here. 4 linemen in the game. Mikey Shakes at the slot. Looks like quarterback draw. Oh, no, it's not. Gonna come back over the middle to the Lokes there. He's been known to do this time to time. It's gonna make it 34-zip Chiefs. Batted at the line of scrimmage. Looks like they were looking for Murray. Score will stay 34-zip. Chiefs getting set to throw off here. And that's Loke throwing off. He's got a big arm for a big guy. Might have went out of bounds. I'm not sure. See what the Thrashers can get going here on offense, if anything. No, it's not the first quarter, second quarter. Let's get that fixed. And that's going to do it for the first half here. Your Union City Chiefs up 34-0 against the New Jersey Thrashers. Thrashers ball here, 1st and 10. Go with a little toss underneath here. Chiefs just swallow that up immediately. Picked off. Just when you didn't think it can get any worse. Thrashers just did not show up today. Or maybe the Chiefs did just show up. Is it 7 scores? 7. Is that 7 touchdowns? Huh? I don't think it. I think they got. I think it would be. I let him play one more possession. We gotta wait anyway. I think he was out of bounds on that. See if the Thrashers can come away with anything here today. I don't think the Chiefs are going to allow it, though. Incomplete. I think the last game will be a little better than this, so stay with us. New Jersey Hawks versus New Jersey Savage should be a little bit of a better game. We'll see. This weather's just making a mess for everybody. There goes the give to Little Boat up the middle. Big hit by DeBry, but not before Little Boat picks up about 8 yards or so. Good sportsmanship out there, as always. Shotgun set here for the Thrashers. Moving from right to left on your screen. Give to Little Boat again. Big tackle by number 11, Steve Knight. Again, the wind out there is just hurricane-like conditions. It's supposed to be springtime here. Wonder how our birds holding up that we saw up there last week. Probably flew to Florida. That's what I would do. Pass over the middle. Incomplete. Oh! Hello. I hear alarms going off now. He'll be feeling that one tomorrow. Number 11's all over everything right now. Can't tell who that is with that hat on. And that'll do it. That's it. Ladies and gentlemen, we are live here at Asbury Park, New Jersey for your final game of the night. A7FL football. And we're in somewhat of a hurricane-like condition. 50 to 60 mile an hour winds here, a lot of rain, and it's under 40 degrees. We have your New Jersey Hawks here in lime green, taking on the New Jersey Savage. 1st and 10 for the Hawks, shotgun set to give us the draw up the middle, met immediately line of scrimmage. Not much there, 2nd down. Hawks. Hawks off to a 1-0 start after their victory last week against the Thrashers, and Savage losing a heartbreaker last week by 1 point to the Baltimore Gators. 2nd and about 10 here for the Hawks. Give up the middle again to Dro. He's met, but he's still on his feet. We saw this last week. This guy could really make some moves in the open field. 1st down, Hawks. 1st and 10. 13 and change left here in the first quarter. And the Hawks on the move. Twins left on the bottom of your screen. Shotgun set. Back to pass. He's looking. He's under some trouble, but he gets away. It's a good thing he tucked that one away. The wind out there is really howling. Quarterbacks have problems throwing the ball all day. You definitely don't want to turn the ball over, but at the same time, you got to make these teams like Savage, who have these great defensive lines, they got to respect your running game. Great defensive backs, got to respect the passing game also. Second down, Hawks. Play action. Sorry, they give up the middle. Fumble. Let's see who comes up with it. Looks like the Hawks kept the ball. It's going to bring up a 3rd and about 5, it looks like. Give up the middle to Money Mitch. Good for a couple. Number 2, Williamson on the tackle. Savage with their new uniforms. They just got them in this week. Bobby Newman in motion to make it Twins to your left. No good. And that'll be first down for Savage going the other way. Hawks were moving the ball at first. I like the play call on the start off though here. They didn't take a lot of chances. Definitely found some room in the running game. Didn't turn the ball over. And, you know, Savage is going to have to deal with the same difficult situation. You know, the wind, the rain, the weather, it's all terrible out there. Let's keep an eye on Big Angry coming off the corner over there. Thrashers with showing 4 down, 4 guys in the box. CP3 at quarterback with Debo and Ill Will in the backfield with them. They're going to give it to Ill Will. Debo out front blocking. Good tough run there by Will. And this is going to be a fun game to watch. You're going to see a lot of running. You know, these guys really have no choice. You know, like I tried to show you before, if you look at the flag, it's, you know, it's been like this all day. And, you know, right behind our stadium over here, that's just normally a calm little river. I mean, you can you know, paddle board or whatever in there. But, I mean, they got some white caps brewing out there, man. It's just been wild all day today. Springtime in New Jersey. You never know what you're going to get. Second down here for Savage. We have Prince calling in now. The originator of this Savage franchise. Prince, you're live right now on the feed. What's happening?
Not much, man. How you doing?
I'm doing all right. I'm filming this Savage game. Debo's getting the ball to the right side here. Ooh!
Is it live? Because I can't see
Yeah, it's live on YouTube.
YouTube, okay, I was on Facebook, that's why.
Yeah, we're live on YouTube right now.
Okay, I'll check it out.
This is Prince, ladies and gentlemen, the founder of the New Jersey Savage.
Just checking in, you know, this is a new year and a new situation. It's led by Ole and Q with help from other veterans on the team.
So you've been watching, how do you feel about the team so far? What do you think about last week? Last week was a tough game.
It definitely was. I think that they're loaded with talent. It's just them finding a way to put it together.
Today's tough, man. The weather is just, I don't know if you could tell, but the weather here is just nuts.
It's very tough conditions, but that's the game that we love to play, right? Working man's league.
I mean, look, we've been around this thing for, 12 years. I can count, not even on one hand, how many days I've seen like this. It's really that nuts. If you did you pull up the YouTube live feed?
I'm pulling it up now.
Yeah, it's even the benches on the sidelines are blowing over.
Wow.
Like metal benches that players sit on, they're just blowing over.
That's crazy. How many teams are being set back so far with this weather? I know the U took a loss. Is that correct?
Yeah, there's not a whole lot of scoring today. I mean, the Vikings, man, they got Juwan Lipscomb. We know everything that guy does on defense. He's, the kid's amazing. But yeah, that was a big loss for the U. I mean, they just came off a big win though out in Pennsylvania against the Immortals. So listen, the schedules are tough this year. Here goes Ill Will up the middle, good for about 6.
Very tough schedules, a lot of good competition. Week two is more so like week 4. People don't realize that with a 7-game season.
Yeah, I mean it's a longer postseason, so there's going to be 3 rounds of the playoffs. We're going to have a wild card round to start off. So 12 teams make the postseason. 8 through 12 will play in a wild card round. Well, 1, 2, 3, and 4 will have a bye week. So the 1, 2, 3, and 4 seeds will play the winners of the 8 through 12. Sorry, the winners of the 5 through 12.
Wow.
So everyone, it's people. All these good teams, they're still going to be alive come postseason. So a lot of teams have some 1-point loss, 2-point loss that normally would, knock them out of the playoffs with our traditional style with the bracket. But, there could be a Gators and Savage rematch.
That would be amazing. And I know you did a preseason ranking.
Well, that was unofficial, but
unofficial preseason ranking. But who do you have in the number 1 slot right now?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. It's tough to say. I mean, the Chiefs. I mean, I know it was the Thrashers, but they came out and made a statement today. I mean, they tore through the Thrashers in 30 minutes basically. Mercy ruled them. It's tough to say. It's tough to say. I mean, look, I thought the Immortals were number 1 coming into this. But, the Immortals team that I saw playing against the U out there, I mean, the U was just, they went out there possessed. I mean, they got blown out last year in the playoffs, 55-12 or whatever it was. So they were going out to PA and they were bringing it. I wasn't so sure they'd come home with the win, but I knew you were going to get their best game. So, the Immortals got the U's best game. The U came away with the win. But now you have the Vikings are 2-0, and they beat 2 very good opponents. They beat the Bulldogs and they beat the U. So they gotta enter the argument for that 1 spot.
That's definitely good. And I see today that the New Jersey Savage unleashed a New Jersey today.
New Jersey Savage what?
They brought out a New Jersey this
Oh yeah, they look great. Oh, you found this on YouTube finally.
Yeah.
Yeah, they look good.
They look good, right? And Hawks look good too, right?
Yeah, it's a good looking game for Sunday Night Football.
Bobby's still playing, going tough.
Yeah. Big Angry.
They're definitely a local team that has been building themselves over the years, and
they're 1-0.
We're 0-1.
You're gonna call CP3 for leaving early on that one.
Not used to saying that, so I was promised a lot of big things. I know it's tough with this weather. Everybody's been struggling today with this weather.
I like Will at running back a lot. I mean, you guys had such a mixture of running backs for the last couple of years since Palouse, 2013. You really haven't had a steady guy running the ball. The only thing that I got to say with Savage, I don't like that the kid Jamal Harmon just disappears on offense. You know, I know he kind of faded away last year, but out of the gates, man, he just looked incredible playing quarterback.
But this is another, like a snap. I'm going to call this a Snapple fact as far as the Savage is concerned. They've never had back-to-back same starting running backs or same quarterback.
Mm.
So that's a lot to adjust for, and it's a lot of pressure. So when you're living up to the RF1 or the Robbie RM3,
Yeah.
you know, when you're living up to that, it's high pressure. So I know CP3 has been not struggling, but he's just finding his way.
And his way is not, you know, is not the orthodox way, man. CP3 is a guy that wills his way to victory. You know, he's not he's not doing any crazy play calling or audible, and you know, he's ad-libbing, you know, because he can. He's got such great feet. You know, he's fast as he takes us off down the right sideline.
He has a beef bowl to his name,
Mm-hmm.
and I think, you know, that skill set is what you need. He's a 100,000% competitor. He does things a lot of quarterbacks don't do. The way he throws his body out there, he'll block for his running backs.
Yeah.
He'll orchestrate an offense. It's just a different style than maybe what Savage is used to, or a lot of people are used to. But it's just, I mean, he's good for that 15-yard run instantly, and he's someone who has to use his attributes. He's the same conflict that you have in the NFL when you have someone with that talent, that they're a runner and a thrower. You just have to make sure that you kind of find it and orchestrate it together.
He can frustrate his offense. That's the thing. If you're playing receiver on a team like this, or, you know, you're not running back so much, but probably if you're a receiver on this team, you can start to get frustrated. Because a lot of times, you know, you're going to feel you were open, you're turning around looking for the ball, and you see he's running already, you know, and that gets frustrating. You know, you're working hard, you're running routes, and in your mind you're saying, you know, is this guy just taking off and running? You know, he's not looking. What's going on? You know, why am I running these routes? And then, you know, the next play comes, you take a play off, and you don't run the route 100%, and it's just messing with the chemistry. So I think, you know, I haven't seen CP3 run an offense that he's totally confident in. I don't really understand, you know, I don't get his offense just yet. I don't see the system to it. I see this play. I like this quarterback draw, though. I see this a lot. I mean, they execute that pretty good.
That's a signature of his. It's definitely a signature play of his. And
Yeah.
I think we still have to remember he's still new to this league
Oh, yeah.
overall.
Absolutely.
And-
It's not a
and
knock
he's
on him, by the
figuring
way.
it out.
I love CP3. It's not a knock on him at all.
Listen, this is not a knock conversation. I think he's a star, and we haven't seen his full potential yet.
And I think, you know, I think his, you know, the reason why he is a star is because of his heart, how hard he plays. And I think that season when they won that championship for BIC, man, I haven't seen him at that level yet again. Not yet. I think someone's got to smack him in the mouth and wake him up, maybe. And I think Savage is I think he's got the teammates, you know, that'll do that for him. So it's going to be interesting, man. It's going to be interesting.
It's definitely anyone who's on that roster right now. I know it's high pressure. They get the high pressure from me, and I'm not even in their face.
I'll tell you, the Hawks are doing a good job of tackling Debo, man. I mean, the guy's a load.
They are.
You know, they're coming up and popping him. I mean, you're talking about this guy's. Did you see Jay Rolla playing today?
I heard that him and Deli were out there.
Yeah, it's like you know, mythical characters from Back to the Future or something. You know, but Jay Rolla was a factor today.
What position was he playing?
He was running the ball. Courage
Wow.
Mosley didn't show up. Jay Rolla showed up, and he was a factor.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not
For those
surprised.
For those that don't know, he's infamous with his viral video, along with all the great things that he's done in this league, but with that weightlifting viral video.
Yeah, he's in shape. You know, he's a little older, but he's in shape.
Always a tough guy. Always a tough guy. Hard to bring down. Leader on the field. So it's a good pickup for them.
Yeah, absolutely. What do we got? Second down now?
Now I know Q's out there. What do you think about? I see 11.
Where is he?
Kenny.
Is he a tight
Playing
end?
receiver. No, he's the other receiver.
I don't see another receiver out there. Oh, he's in the lineup in the backfield.
Yes.
I mean, dude, you got a ton of weapons on here. There's no doubt. But what's up with the offensive line? Where's the Miller brothers this week?
I don't know. I just know as a unit, all of them have to That's a big line. You know, what's that signature offense that you said we ran about 2 years ago?
Critical mass? I don't remember. Oh, look at Q getting the carry now. Wait, is that Q?
It was basically the line them up and screw you offense.
Oh, yeah. The FU offense. That's right. Nothing you can do about it. You know where we're going with it? We're going there.
Those bodies to do that.
Yeah, critical mass. Critical mass. That's the name. Little power eye.
Q's a guy that has to touch the ball. I mean, he has to touch the ball close to 10 times a game. If you give him the carry, if he has the weight. He just had an MVP season, last year?
2 year, yeah, 2016.
2 years ago.
I know he was hurt during the fall.
He did a little bit of everything.
I think it's third down here. Yeah, CP3 is just so fast, man. That's the type of stuff he does so well. He knew in his mind he was scoring on that play. There was no doubt in his mind. That's what makes great players great, man. Their confidence. You know, you can have all the attributes, but if you don't believe, then you're just like the next guy.
And Q demanded so much attention on that play.
Oh yeah, everybody went with the fake power. It was I like that. That was a nice design play, no doubt.
Really good play. Really good play. Good execution. What seems to be the consensus with going for one or going for two as a whole this year?
I can't believe how many people go for one. I just don't understand. It doesn't make any sense to me. My thing is it's definitely easier to go for two. You know, you have more real estate. I mean, look, are you going to run the ball right here? I don't think so. You know, now you're passing. But, look, all your receivers ran out of real estate. You know, you only have 15 yards to run a route. What are you going to run? How many 15-yard routes are there? But now, okay, but let me take that back. There's plenty of 15-yard routes, but the defender knows you can only run about 6-7 yards. You know, you're not running a fade, you're not running a post. Whatever you're running is probably going to be a 7 to 8 yard route if you're going from the 5-yard line. You go from the 10-yard line, you can run a post, you can run a fade, you can pretty much run anything, and it's worth 2 points. So
it's definitely a critical part of the game.
You know, and if you don't get it, you might get it the next time. So it's just like going for one. I don't get it at all. I don't get it at all. You know, we introduced the 2-point conversion I think in 2013, which was pretty much the last year that I played competitively, and you know, I never went for one. It didn't make any sense. It made no sense to me.
Well, I did receive this text that you were coming back this season.
Nah, maybe when I turn 40. I think for my 40th, we got to find somebody to, you know, man the camera and do all these other things, and I got to spend a year in the weight room with a bunch of personal trainers, physical therapy, and get doctor's clearance before any of that happens. But you know what? I don't think I miss it right now for the first time. I don't think I'm missing the game.
Well, when you look at this weather, I don't think.
Yeah, that's true. You know what? That's exactly right. Because you know what? When the summertime comes around, there's just the smell of football. It really does have like a smell to it. I can't explain it. Even when guys were coming in here shaking my hand, there's just like, I don't know if it's like that dirty shoulder pad smell or what, but you know, like some people like the way flowers smell or like a steak. I love the way football smells, man.
Wow.
It's just something about it.
And when you have the bright sun, you'll have a full crowd for big games.
Yeah, this weather today is I don't know. If at this age, if my team was out here, I'd say, yeah, see you guys next week. You know,
you have to give a lot of credit to all the guys that are out there now.
You know, and the guys that drove up here all the way from Baltimore today to play. You know, you spent 3.5 hours on the road, and then you got to come out and stretch in this. Just think about that. You come out and you stretch. While you're stretching, you're getting soaked, you know, to your underwear, to like your socks. You're walking around, and it's like your shoes are making the sounds of someone chewing bubble gum. You know, it's just, you know, it's the worst. But hey, you come away with a win and all that stuff goes away. It was all worth it.
It's worth it. Definitely worth it. You have any information on the DC team? I know they're struggling a little bit, but it's always good to have a new team added.
Not so much yet. They're a brand new team. They're starting from scratch. You know, there really was no Town B for A7FL in their area yet. So they're really starting from scratch, which I anticipated to be very difficult. But, you know, to my surprise, they pulled off a small roster. You know, they do have, you know, a small roster right now. And I watched them last week, and I saw a little bit of their film. They went out and played the Red Hawks in Baltimore, and they had that look in their eyes, man, like deer in headlights. But you could tell they were enjoying themselves, which was the thing I was mostly concerned about. You know, I wanted to see, hey, these guys having a good time out there, or are they getting demoralized and we're never going to see them again? And they were in awe. It was like real to them. I'm out here now. I'm playing this game that I've been watching on YouTube, and I'm having a great time. So I think that, you know, that's going to snowball a little bit for them. They hosted the Cobras today. The Cobras are a tough team. You know, they came off a loss out here in Jersey last week against BIC. I'm curious to know the results, but you know, I'd be shocked.
The last update I got, it was like it was 19-0, and then we kind of got into the 52-6 area.
Oh wow! For this week?
For this week.
Wow. Yeah. Well, you know, their coach is a younger guy. Not too much younger. He's younger, maybe around your age, but he's an ex-NFL player. And I said to him the first time I talked to him, I said, look, you know, it's great you're coming in here to run the team and everything, but eventually, you know, you're going to get that smell of football, and you're going to want to go in the car and put your cleats on. You know?
The guys look cold out there, but what about this defense, man? The greatest defensive player to ever play this game is who?
I mean, there's
Top
two.
Five
There's
has to be number 9 out there.
the two that come to my mind. Sorry, I just kicked the camera there. The two that came to my mind, definitely Olay and ST, man. Just, you know, not in recent time, but in his heyday, the things that he did on defense were ridiculous.
Absolutely. I remember playing games against him. He would instantly be a turnover machine, whether plucking the ball away or intercepting the ball.
Those two guys could single-handedly change games. You know, hands down. I can't really, you know, it's Olay, it's ST, and then the space is, starts to get pretty far.
Yeah.
And this is a rookie quarterback out of Freehold, New Jersey. I know, I always forget his name. Crooms, that's what it is. Who's, he's traditional style quarterback. He played in the high school system, and now he's trying to start to adapt to this 7-on-7. And I think, in the next coming weeks, we're going to start to see some special things out of this kid. But back to the top defensive players, I think ST, Olay, and then you got a Gap. And then you got, you got Little Beast. You got Dobie.
Oh, wow.
I'm sure there's a bunch of guys that we could think of. Speaking of guys on defense, RC was messaging me the other day telling me I don't show him any love.
I mean, and that's what I was going to get into. I mean, he's no slouch himself. He had about one season where he had some personal things going on that kept him away from the game. But I don't want to the things that he's doing out there.
Yeah,
he's an emotional leader. He's always around the ball.
Absolutely. I'll tell you another guy
he is a former defensive player of the year.
Yeah, no, RC, I know he took a year off. We'll see how he does this year. Another guy that pops out in my mind is Brito from the Chiefs.
You're naming a whole bunch of people that people have no idea who we're talking about.
That's all right. One day we'll have to get into all this
know your history?
Backwoods, know your history stuff, but I mean, I seen, look, I remember playing, and we could fill you in on some history. We played a game out in Westside Park. I think it was a Sunday night. I'm sorry, it was right by Westside Park. It was Nat Turner Field, and it was Chief Savage, and I think Brito had 7 sacks in that game. And I think
5.
Huh?
I counted 5.
At least 5. It was at least 5. And then I think
I'm not
Olay.
Not give him credit for 7, but it was a high number.
Olay makes, I'm sorry, not Olay. Q makes one of the craziest catches of his whole career. I think was it to go into overtime or to win the game? One or the other.
We lost that game, but it was one of he had dislocated or broken his collarbone that game.
He made some insane catch, I remember. He made some insane
It was
catch.
a one-handed catch because the other arm wasn't working.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a wild night.
And speaking of the Bell brothers, I mean, they've been in this league for how long now?
It's, I think since 2010, right?
Yeah.
2010 state games?
Yep.
It's the first time that I've seen them?
Yep.
They were young, man. They might have been 18.
Yes.
So, yeah, they've been at it for a while, man.
and Moon is still playing.
Yeah, I think the weather. You know what? Look, Moon's in shape, no doubt about it. But there's certain things you can't escape when you get old. One of them is your recovery. That's playing in my later years. I think one of the things I really had a hard time dealing with was recovery. It wasn't how you felt when you were out there. Your adrenaline's pumping. You could play with the young guys, but you get up Monday morning, man. You're in the world of hurt. And then the next thing is the weather. And cold weather, wet weather like this is just Moon probably struggled with it today. He really couldn't get away with what he normally gets away with, but I think that also has to do with a great defense. I really like the Vikings. I think they're a special team, man. I think they definitely deserve to be talked about. For the 1-2. I don't even think I'd put them at 3. I think 1 or 2 is sufficient. Hey, we're May 6th. We're in Baltimore. I think Savage is coming down there. We're going to see you down there.
Yep, I will be there. I will be there with the troops. You said the 6th? I wish it was the 5th.
I think it's May 6th, right? Because May 5th is Cinco de Mayo on the 5th. Yeah, maybe we'll go down there. Get down there a night early or whatever. Do some kind of podcast or something. I probably got work, but that would definitely be cool.
I'll be there the 4th or the 5th.
Yeah, it should be. I think we got Savage going down there. I think the U is going down there. I think the Chiefs are going down, and I think Spanktown. I think we got 4 New Jersey teams going to Baltimore to play. It's going to be a sick day of football.
Is that at the Under Armour field?
Under Armour sponsors a lot of fields down there. That's one of them, yeah. But it's called Dunbar High School is where we'll be playing at.
Really nice field. I'm pretty sure we've been in.
Yeah, it definitely is. It definitely is.
That's gonna be good.
But all right, man. Let me get back to the filming here so I could free up my other hand. But if you see anything, give me shoot me a text or comment on the live feed. I could see the chat log.
Definitely, it was a pleasure, man.
Yeah, man. Awesome. I'll talk to you.
Talk to you soon.
Later. That was Prince calling in, longtime vet of the league, guy that actually originated this New Jersey Savage team. Nice cutback. Hawks really playing some great defense out there, though. First down, Savage on the move. CP3 in the backfield. They're going to try to throw the ball here. Puts up a foul shot. Debo's out in open field. Nobody wants to see this. I mean, seriously, you really got to ask yourself, what's your life insurance policy look like before you even consider getting in front of this man? Wow. Once he gets going, man, there's just, there's really nothing you're going to do about it. Savage now take the lead. 12-zip over the Hawks. Sunday Night Football here brought to you by the A7FL. Make sure you subscribe to our channel as we're constantly updating our YouTube page with highlights, players of the week, and of course live broadcast brought to you by Athlete Intelligence and also Second Skull. Savage will go for 1 here. Failed on the last attempt. CP3 shotgun set. Back to pass. Good ball. Even better catch. Did he come down with it? Wow, that's worth a replay. Awesome hook up there for CP3 and even a better catch. Let's take a look at that one again. CP3 shotgun set. Back to pass. What a grab. Returnable. Great tackle. These special teams are so important. The 3-on-1 that we run here in the A7FL is different from anything that you'll see. It's really a great way to have special teams. It eliminates any possibility for crack back blocking. And when we first came out with it, there was a lot of returns. We saw, guys streaking down the sideline, making 3 guys miss. If you're one of those 3 guys that's on that throwing team, you have to be a disciplined football player. You can't just come streaking down, hey, it's a 3-on-1, I'm going to get the kill shot. You got to break down, trap the guy, and gang tackle him. Or it's going to be 6. Let's see if the Hawks can answer here. They don't want to get down too much, too fast. Second quarter's winding down here. Let's see what Jalen Crooms could do here. Quarterback, he's rolling to the bottom of your screen. He's a lefty. Not a bad ball. All things considered, as he tries to hook up with Keith Morrison there, number 24. I don't even know how these guys are releasing the ball. I mean, can somebody please get us some nice weather next week? It's not asking for too much. I mean, we're coming up in the middle of April, for crying out loud. It's not supposed to be like this. The taxes in New Jersey are too high for weather like this. We have to look out to going to San Diego or something. Here we go. Hawks back on offense. Crooms in the shotgun. Money Mitch at the lone back. Looks like he's just going to keep it himself. Skates out of bounds for a couple. Keeps the drive alive here for the Hawks. I like how this quarterback operates. Like I said, his best days are still ahead of him. He's a rookie. He's in and out of the huddle. He takes a knee. He's got command over his players. He's calling the plays quickly. He's up against one of the best defenses in the league. I mean, the Gators did beat them last week, but Ace Boogie's one of the best in the business, and he struggled with this savage defense. Now you got Crooms out here in this crazy weather. Good piece of... Ooh, big hit. And that's going to be a flag. That's going to be a flag. You cannot just throw your shoulder into somebody's face like that. You have to attempt to wrap up. Let's take a look at that one again. Did beat them last week, but Ace Boogie's one of the best in the business, and he struggled with this savage defense. Now you got Crooms out here in this crazy weather. Thank God he was wearing one of our second skull headbands. Hopefully that, I'm sure that absorbs some of the impact as he's right back out there again, actually. That's going to give the Hawks an extra 15 yards. Crooms in the shotgun. Twins on the top of your screen. He's looking to his right. Delivers a nice ball to Morrison. Can't hold on. I mean, not only is the ball wet, but it's probably coming in like a knuckleball with these winds. This whole press box is shaking right now. Second down for the Hawks. Stop the clock. Stop the clock. Second down here for the Hawks. Crooms in the shotgun again. Tight slot formation. Better watch his backside. Oh, he still got the ball. That was dangerous. That's a good way to put yourself out for 6 weeks. Somebody better talk to that kid. Throwing late and down the middle is never a good idea, as Bobby Newman's probably telling him now. And jumping in midair when savage defensive ends are, you know, about to kill you, it's probably not a good idea either. Sunday Night Football, A7FL, brought to you by Athlete Intelligence and Second Skull. Make sure you subscribe. We put a lot of highlights on this channel. We broadcast a lot of great football games. We'll be coming to you live all season. Kroom's back to pass. Looks like we're going to have a holding on this play. He's got a lot of speed. He's coming down the sideline. Put out of bounds by number 32. I believe that's Justo. Nice piece of running, but I think this one's coming back on a hold. Here goes the draw, up the middle, the draw. Big Angry trying to push that pile, but Arcee's clogging it up. Hawk's still alive in this game. Got any first-time watchers out there? Or you guys I see on this in this chat, are you guys regulars or what? It's the first time you're seeing the A7FL? Kroom's back to pass. He's going to let it rip. It is just, there's just no passing game possible. Imagine having to throw a ball and plan for it like it's a golf ball. You know, like you probably have to throw it 15 yards to the right. It's just, the wind is just nuts. I don't even know how these guys are even thinking about throwing a ball in this. And that'll be the half. Oh, we do got a first-time watcher. Well, that's cool. Yeah, we always welcome the guys back, and you know, you guys are seeing this for the first time. This is some pretty poor conditions, as you can see. Next week, hopefully, it'll be a little nicer. To make sure you subscribe to the channel. And we got a lot of good videos on here. You could, you know, learn a lot about the league and some of the players, some of the history. Been doing this since 2006, so 13 years. Just recently under A7FL as of 2015, formerly referred to as Town Beef. Third quarter underway. How'd you find us, Eric Hernandez? Just curious. Did we just pop up on your news feed last year, or you heard about us somewhere? If you get 3 years watching, cool, man. I'd be happy to keep you here for 3 years. Check out our schedule, too. If you go on A7FL.com, there's our whole schedule. You can see the teams that are playing this year. We have 18 teams. 12 teams will make the postseason. We'll have a wild card round to start off. So the bottom 4 teams will play in the wild card round, while the top 8 have a bye. And as we move into the next round, we'll go to 8, go to 4, and then eventually the championship, which I believe is July 8th this year. We'd love to have that game in Las Vegas, but we'll probably be right here in Asbury. Hawks getting ready to throw off here. Again, if you're not familiar with our special teams, we don't do the traditional 11-on-11 or 7-on-7. We do a 3-against-1. We eliminate any blocking, period. And these defenders, they got to break down. There's no kill shots lined up here. I mean, the ball is just dying. Look at this. Also on our throw-offs, the returner can concede. He doesn't have to field the ball. There's no onside kicks. In a situation like that, it's probably exactly what he did is probably the best thing. Of course, he can call for a fair catch as well. If you have a team in Indiana, we have players and teams and coaches hitting us up all week long. Let me tell you, it's there's no shortage of guys that still want to play football. I mean, that's where this came from. I mean, hold on, just look at the gusts. Can you guys see this? I don't even know if you can see this. The weather has just gone from terrible to I don't even know what's a worse word than terrible, but it's bad out there. Anyway, yeah, I know there's a lot of guys out there. They got players, they got teams. Just go on A7FL.com, register as a player. That'll put you in our database. We're not going to spam you and send out messages. We really don't send out that many newsletters or anything like that. But once the next season comes around and we're in that area, or what we're thinking about doing is a kind of like a showcase tour. We want to go to maybe 4 to 6 cities, maybe late summer, early fall, and have some showcase games. We'd like to meet some of you guys. Look, we know what it takes to get to the – well, I'm sorry, I shouldn't say we know what it takes to get to the NFL, but we understand that there's a crazy support system that needs to be in place for you to get to the next level of playing football. And if you missed it and you're not currently out there playing and you're off the football market, I mean, you're dead in the water. That's where A7FL comes in. You can get out here. You can showcase some of your talents. There's a lot of people watching. And, you stay in football shape, most importantly. We have a couple guys now playing in the Canadian Football League. We've had guys make it as far as, training camp for the New York Giants. I'm not saying everybody can do things like that. But if you're an inspiring athlete and, you missed your shot maybe in college or high school, there's not only one Michael Vick out there. There's not only one, Tom Brady out there. There's just probably maybe 4 Tom Bradys. But maybe one guy had a kid in high school or he had to get a job to support his family. Who knows? But without that support system, it's very difficult to get to the next level. So if you're a young football player and you still want to stay on the market, this is the place to be. A7FL. CP3. It looked like that was early. Let's see if he draws a flag. The ref says no. I still don't even understand how these guys are throwing the ball. Yeah, you guys can go onto the website. I'm sorry, I'm filming and I'm reading the comments at the same time. Yeah, go onto the website, put the information in there for team registration, and we'll definitely stay in touch with you. Tell us a little bit about you guys. I don't know if you're currently playing. The other thing I always say to guys, set up a scrimmage. It's just 7-on-7. It's not that hard. Set up a scrimmage. I think we got the player zone that's on the website. It shows you where most of the player interest is coming from. We have Facebook groups that are set up for, players in certain areas. So, just get out there and start playing. Look at our rule book. It'll kind of explain it to you. And play smart. You don't have any pads on. This is a dangerous game. Make no mistake about it. But what we've seen so far, it is safer to play without the pads. CP3 coming up the right sideline. Now, for the most part, the tackles are pretty clean. You'll see guys obviously steer their head and face away from contact. If you go low, you have to wrap up. You're not allowed to just throw a blind elbow or head or helmet into somebody's kneecap. I feel that's malicious. You have to realize, man, every time you throw your elbow into somebody's kneecap, it could be career-ending injury, even for a regular job. We never like to see that. So you got to wrap up. That's the rule. Savage on the march here, already up 13-0 in the third quarter. CP3 needs these snaps, man. You know, he won a championship with BIC 2 years ago. He was on BIC last year. He started off the season really well. BIC made a quarterback change for whatever reason. And, you know, he's now with a new team. He's slow to get up on this one. I mean, the guy weighs, you know, he's under 150 pounds. And he's out there, you know, running in and out of the tackle box like he's a, you know, 240-pound fullback. Kid's just got tremendous heart. He's a tremendous competitor. These are the things I don't like to see. It looks like there's a lot of talking going on in that Savage huddle. As the wind just keeps on coming. CP3 in a hurry to the line, but they weren't set. And the ref's going to blow it dead. Stop the clock. Stop the clock. Stop the clock. Yeah, guys, D. Brown is Prince. He's the founder of Savage. He's the guy that we just had on the phone earlier, you know, talking about some things with the league. And you know, he's definitely a great guy to get in contact with if you're serious and you're in his area. He could definitely make some things happen. Savage on the march here. Let's look at Big Angry coming in that nose guard position. CP3 making everybody miss. Looked like number 5 just tore a piece of his head off. And CP3 just leaves a piece of his head over there on the field. I don't know what that is. Guy has like 4 hats on. I don't even want to drive home in this, man. These guys are out here playing in this. Yeah, this is what it really looks like. Just to give you an idea. Gonna give it to Debo. Don't let him get a full head of steam. Lucky they tripped him up early. Once he gets going, man, he's pretty impossible to stop. Savage got a lot of weapons. You're not going to see them here tonight. I don't think they're going to take too many chances down the field, but Q-Bell's one of the best receivers in the league. He's been doing it since 2010, as we talked about before. I always said he's like the Hines Ward of the league. He's an amazing blocker. He's got sure hands, catches everything. Not the flashiest receiver, but real physical. That's why he reminds me of Hines Ward so much. CP's going to keep it himself. Now someone gets a piece of his jersey. Bobby Newman's chasing him down. CP3's going to run out of bounds. Should be good enough for a first. The big guy running the ball, man. I'm telling you, they call him the ice cream truck. You do not want parts of that. Definitely don't. I mean, down here in the goal line, I think they should be giving him 4 to 5 touches. They're going to toss it to the ice cream truck. I'll tell you, the Hawks are doing a pretty decent job wrapping him up. That's Dro, who's also running back on the tackle. CP3 getting out in front, trying to spring a block for Debo. Time winding down here in the third quarter, and the weather just is still. Savage taking their time in the huddle on this one. Q Bell split on the bottom of your screen. Let's see if they're going to go his way. I doubt it, but CP's going to keep it himself. Look how this man runs like he's a 250-pound fullback. I might have paid the price on this one, though. Took a hit low. Legal, but low. Let's hope he's all right. It's unusual CP3 to go down. I mean, the kid's tough as nails. I've seen him get destroyed. I'm sure a lot of you have too. The infamous hit that he took in the Final Four game against the U, where JJ just destroyed him on the sideline. The guy manages to not only get up. I mean, I wouldn't even got up from that hit. Not only does he get up, he gets back in the game, brings his team to a crazy victory, and then goes on to win a championship in 2016. Not really sure. Let's take a look at the replay. I'm not really sure. Q Bell split on the bottom of your screen. Let's see if they're going to go his way. I doubt it, but CP's going to keep it himself. It looks like he took a head right where the sun don't shine, man. I hope he was wearing a cup. Looks like he's holding his knee. Hopefully it's just a cramp or something. Nothing serious, man. I really like CP3, man. He's one of my favorite competitors in the league. He gets carted off the field here by both Hawks and Savage. There's come out here, these guys, they're smacking each other, whistle to whistle, but there's a lot of love out there, man. These, nobody's getting paid. These guys are out there for the love of the game, and it's a fraternity. Everyone's got the same love. That's what's so great about football, man. It's a culture in itself. Black, white, yellow. It doesn't matter what color you are. It's it's one of the most special things about this game. It's a brotherhood, and we all share this same love. We all share this connection, and we're happy that you guys are getting to experience it with us live. Back in the day, we never were live or had fancy HD cameras. We grew up playing in the sandlot, so to say. I think this is probably going to be Jamal Harmon checking in at quarterback, as they're going to give it to Debo, who's going to waltz into the end zone. I don't know what kind of a pirouette end zone dance that was, but hey, don't tell him I said so. Savage now increasing their lead to 19. Savage will attempt to go for one here. They're going to go play action. Harmon's going to keep it himself. I'm pretty sure that's Jamal Harmon, but if it's not, I do apologize. The only other person on that roster I think that would come in and play quarterback would be Q Bell, and that's definitely not Q, so. He's going to throw a ground ball that's returnable. I'm not sure if this is... Oh, my Lord. Pays the price for that. Brown gets walloped on that one. You really, you got to be smart on special teams, whether it's 3-on-1, 11-on-11, whatever it is. You can't be out there playing twiddly dinks with the football, Someone's going to crack you. First down for the Hawks, who's, they've been struggling like every other team today in this monsoon. Down by 20 now. Let's see if they attempt to throw the ball. I mean, I still don't think you can. Let's see if this rookie quarterback can prove me different. Crooms is in all kinds of trouble. Here comes Arcee's after him. Everybody's after him. Olay's going to finish him off. It's definitely a little bit of an adjustment, coming from 11s to 7s. But, like I keep saying, I definitely think in some decent weather, Crooms is going to figure it out and win some games for this Hawks team down the stretch. Looks like we have another injury on the field. And that's Bobby Newman shaking up. This cold, wet weather, man, just a killer on your body. It really is. Bobby's a tough guy. I'm sure he'll be back. Big angry at tight. Crooms back to pass. Got pressure in his face, but he escapes. Still looking downfield. More pressure coming. Big hit there by Kwak. Empty backfield here for Crooms. I don't even know how you can get the ball downfield. Incomplete. And the wind just keeps coming. That's going to be the end of the third quarter. Having some difficulty focusing here. Empty backfield here for Crooms. Twins on the top of the screen. He's going to throw a quick hitch. Morrison comes down with this one. Still on his feet. Pretty close to a first down before he's brought down by Arcee. Nice pickup there for the Hawks. Start the fourth quarter. I don't even know how these guys could see out there, actually. Big Angry's loving it. Who's doing all these guys' laundry is what I want to know. They're going to go home stinking. Bobby Newman's back out there. Savage take over on downs. Looks like CP3 is going to remain out of the game, probably for the rest of the game. Harmon takes over. Got the wind at their back and then some. And they're going to go with a toss. He fixes his hood before it gets wrapped up for a big loss. This is, these are the types of things that concern me about Savage. This is what leads me to believe they just don't have much of a offensive game plan. I mean, you come in here with your backup quarterback, you should just be able to execute some real, simple plays. This game's well in hand. You're up 20-0. I don't even know what I just saw with that. I don't even know what I just saw. Simple, simple, simple. There's no reason to try to dap off your receivers and get them a reception. Yeah. Big Angry running down Harmon. Harmon's going to pick him up. I wouldn't do that. Is this football weather? I'm not sure. There's some messages coming here on the live feed. Melissa Zucarius. Sorry, I can't say your name. She just wants to know if Ice Cream Truck says, "Will you marry me?" You have to DM him for that info. 12 minutes left here. Sunday Night Football, A7FL, brought to you by Athlete Intelligence and Second Skull. Sort of last of 5 games today that we had out here in Asbury Park, New Jersey. Make sure you go onto our website, a7fl.com. Full schedule, game results and scores, rosters, highlights, information on the rules about our game, and most importantly, information for players and teams that are looking to join with us next year and expand this league. Not land. Sorry, it's been a long day. And it is actually my birthday today, but I decided to come out here and spend it with you guys because I'm part of this fraternity as well. And I love being out here. I used to be playing, and now it's just behind the camera and trying to bring you the action and explain some of the different things about this game that we've all come to love. A7FL. And the Hawks, looks like they picked up a fumble on this one. Shuffling guys in and out of the huddle. I don't know if that was designed QB draw or not, but Crooms escapes. He's still on his feet. Nice pickup there by Jalen Crooms. Not going to have a lot of highlights to publish for this week, man. Batted down at the line of scrimmage by Ole, one of the best defensive players we just talked about, me and Prince. He's number 1 or number 2, but that's some elite company, man. Hey, we got to mention the Juwan Lipscomb out of Baltimore. You know, he hasn't been here as long as you know, the guys that we're saying are 1 and 2, but in due time he's going to catch up. Pass over the middle. Receiver cannot hold on. Even the football can't stand still. It's just blowing all over the place. Look at that. Man, how good does a hot shower sound right now? Or hot tub. Kroom's going to keep it. Bobby Newman out in front blocking. Blocks 2 guys. Lets Kroom stays on his feet. Still on his feet. Just when I was saying I didn't think we'd have any highlights. Nifty piece of running there by Krooms, who's rocking one of our second skull caps. If the Hawks lose here, they'll be at 1 and 1. You know, it's not the end of the world. Savage will improve to 1 and 1. Not the end of the world. Timeout. Stop the clock. Hawks will call a timeout here. No problem. No problem, Demarius Sanchez. My pleasure to bring it to you live, man. You got no other football to watch tonight, right? The A7FL. Just wish we had some better weather conditions. This game's being played at Asbury Park. Francisco Escobar, you know that. Feed the ice cream truck. Absolutely. Oh. Now there's an incidental headshot. Okay, 2 guys diving for the ball on a fumble situation. These are the type of shots that a second skull can protect you from. Not saying it could eliminate an injury, but you know, take a look at this. Absolutely. Okay, incidental head contact. It's it doesn't happen often in a situation like that. If whether you're playing flag football or whatever, 2 guys diving in the same location for the ball, it definitely could happen. And that's why it's great to have that padding on your head. It's not so much padding that you feel comfortable to lower your head, by the way. And that's the one thing we were very careful about before we selected any type of headgear for these guys to wear. You know, we don't want the rugby hats. We obviously don't want the hard plastic hats. But we need something for some incidental contact, something that's going to stop an abrasion. And I believe that's Will on the carry. Maybe it's not. Can't really tell. Chased down by Big Angry and Bobby Newman. 6:32 remaining in the 4th quarter. Savage on top, still 20-0. What's up, Angel? Glad to see you're watching, man. A lot of blockers out in front here. Still on his feet. There's no one's catching him. This should seal the deal right here. All of our teams are on Facebook. They're on Instagram. You know, don't just be a fan of the league. If you see, if you're starting to follow these guys, Savage or the Hawks, look them up. Look them up on Facebook. A7FL Savage, A7FL Hawks. If you go on to A7FL.com, you can learn about all our teams, and they all have Facebook pages, and they love to interact with fans. Savage increases their lead now to 26. I know, man. We haven't seen you at any games in a while. We're going to be at Roselle next week, I think. So I know you want that Best Dressed award, right? You're right. He's wrong. No, I mean do what he's saying, but I'm just telling you. Yeah, I know. I'm sure he's probably suffering out there bad. No, I know. Incomplete. I don't even want to walk to my car in this. And these guys are out here playing. Savage getting set to throw off here. The clock is running. The wind's at their back right now. They should be able to throw lad at the back of the end zone, but they're going to go for the little ground ball again. Bobby Newman is going to field it. Good job by Savage. This is what I'm talking about in the 3-on-1. You know, if you come down here and you try to make the big hit, you're going to miss. And somebody's going to make you pay for it. So these guys got to break down. You know, maybe the first one grabs a jersey, the second one wraps up, third one kind of just spies to make sure he doesn't get loose. It's smart football. You know what? You play 11 on 11, and you have 22 guys out on the field just running at each other with a full head of steam with this invincible armor on. It's not really invincible, by the way, but it just took years for them to figure it out. It just doesn't make any sense. So now the NFL, they want to talk about doing away with special teams. But why? Special teams are, some of the most fun parts of football. I guarantee you in some form, shape, or way, you're going to see, football is going to adapt, and they're going to, I don't want to say they're going to steal our format of special teams, but in my opinion, this is the best way for special teams. You can't just not have them. What are you going to do, just start at the 20? Not much doing on the run there for Drew. Had a couple big runs last week to help the Hawks beat the Thrashers. .240 remaining. I don't know why anybody likes bad weather games. I mean, hey, to each his own. It definitely adds to the drama, but it just kills the gameplay. I mean, ooh, good piece of running there by Crooms, but Savage's defense is too disciplined for that. They're actually being nice to the rookie. Usually they tear somebody's head off. Look at that holding. Hopefully the refs saw that one. I even saw it. Looks like they did. K-Wax giving him a hard time. Give it to Drew up the middle. Bottled up immediately. Just under a minute remaining here. This game's just about over. Go on to the website, A7FL.com. Check out the schedule for next week. We'll be bringing you more live games. No shame in this loss for the Hawks, man. They came out here and they played tough. Came off a nice win last week. Both teams improved to 1-1. And that'll do it for the A7FL. Thanks to all our fans for watching. See you next week.